Thank you, Dr. Jordan. It is my honor and privilege to introduce Dennis Hulsing, our distinguished speaker today. Dennis Hulsing, who graduated from Kansas State University with a degree in business administration, has built his company with hard work, passion for business development. A group of Hulsing hotels has expanded into 27 businesses in the Southeast and Midwest, 9 hotels and resorts, 3 durable medical equipment companies, a sleep lab, 2 golf course and tennis clubs, 2 residential development companies, 3 real estate investment companies, 2 grocery stores, a spa, a zip line, a mountain bike park, plus a treetop adventure center. Before starting his company, Hulsing was Senior Vice President of Omni Hotels. He serves on the College of Human Ecology Advisory Board and the Hospitality Management Advisory Board. He has established the Hulsing Hotel Scholarship and has developed an internship program to help the next generation of K-State graduates. Originally from Topeka, Hulsing and son Will live in Asheville, North Carolina, where his business is headquartered. His son Kyle is a sophomore at Kansas State University in the College of Human Ecology. Please help me welcome Dennis Hulsing.
Thank you, Dr. Fees. I would also like to thank, got an air conditioner going. I'd also like to thank Miranda Alfie for assisting me in writing this speech today. I would like to thank my family for joining me here today, my parents, my brother, my nephew and godchild Nate, and my 2 sons, Kyle and Will. As she stated, Kyle is a sophomore here at Kansas State in the Hospitality Management Department, and hopefully will be attending here in a year and a half. No pressure. My 2 sons, out of all my businesses and accomplishments, I think are my 2 greatest accomplishments in life. Last but not least, I want to thank Dean Buckwalter for his confidence in me today and asking me to speak to such a distinguished crowd. Graduates, today the playing field is level. Your GPAs that you've accomplished is the thing of the past. Today, however, you are standing here with a great feat that you've accomplished. You are going to walk across the stage and walk out of here with a degree in hand, and for this you should be extremely, extremely proud of yourself. All the hard work, long hours of studying, extracurricular activities, and of course, partying and play have brought you to this very moment. This is where your new journey in life begins. And this is a moment that most of your parents have been waiting for. It's the day that you are no longer on their payroll. I too once sat where you are. As a young man, I was not considered to be college material. As a matter of fact, in junior high school, the guidance counselors told my parents that they needed to enroll me into a trade school. They suggested welding, because welding was a simple 3-step process that even I could master by the time I graduated from high school. I felt stupid, but that was not the first time. In 3rd grade, I was pulled from my normal classroom setting by the faculty because I was considered to be mentally challenged. Now think about this for a minute. Me, mentally challenged, and being taught to use a welding torch. I don't know about any of you, but that sounds a little bit more disastrous than constructive. My entire life, I was told I'd be nothing, that I was not capable. My GPA at Kansas State was a 2.4, and I was extremely proud of that since I'm dyslexic. Of course, in the olden days at Kansas State, my GPA should have been a lot lower than that, because in the olden days at Kansas State, I was able to retake my courses and have the prior grade wiped out. My first semester at Kansas State, I remember distinctly that a teacher's assistant walked up to me with an essay I'd written in hand, and she had asked me if I wrote the essay. And proudly I stated, yes, I did. I promised her I did not cheat, that I did it myself. I cannot imagine the look I had on my face when she looked at me and she said, obviously you didn't cheat. It was written at a third grade education level. She then proceeded to ask me if I needed a tutor. And of course I needed a tutor. But like many of you sitting here today, I had to pay for the majority of my college education, and I couldn't afford a tutor. This teacher then offered and began to tutor me for the entire rest of the semester at Kansas State. That teacher from this great institution set a defining moment in my life that helped set the stage for where I am today. I ask each of you to know that life is a mindset, and many of us may never relate to how it thinks or acts. In Thomas Edison's short-lived schooling education, he was also labeled to be mentally incompetent. But the teacher, by not understanding how Thomas Edison's brain worked, that it connected the dots differently, that teacher could have changed history forever. And you all could be listening to me in the dark today. Instead, Thomas Edison flourished and changed history forever. As you all get ready to take on the world, know that whatever career you are headed into, or whatever life you want to create, there's going to be ups and downs. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. And when you want something, roll up your sleeves and work for it. You've already done something huge by sitting here today. You've been training and you have the ability to use what you've learned for good in the world. In the words of my parents, you can do anything you want to do or be anything you want to be. I never knew what I wanted to be when I grew up. Quite frankly, I still don't. All I knew was that I wanted to prove my naysayers wrong. That not only could I attend this great institute, but I could graduate from here. I did not get to where I am without hard work. In the 80s, while I was attending college, Marriott was opening their first hotel in Kansas, in Overland Park, Kansas, at 435 and Metcalf. They came to 4 local universities, one of which was Kansas State, and gathered a large number of college students, of which I was one. They asked us to conduct a blitz of Kansas City to generate leads for that hotel so that they could jumpstart it properly. They gave away daily prizes along with a weekly prize. It consisted of 7 total prizes for those that could generate the most leads and the biggest leads during that week. And all 7 prizes existed, each of which was worth $100. Vince Lombardi once stated that the only place that success comes before work is in a dictionary. I repeat to you that the only place success comes before work is in a dictionary. For myself, I was bound and determined to prove that success for me was not in an essay or a test score, but was in my heart and my ability. I rolled up my sleeves along with the other 40 people, and I did not win one of those contests, but instead I won all 7. And with that, I was offered an internship with Marriott, which then led to a job where I prospered, and ultimately I became Senior Vice President of Omni Hotels and Resorts. Imagine me at the age of 30 years old, Senior Vice President for a company of 17,000 employees, when only a few short years earlier I was fighting to get an internship. It was hard work and determination that got me to where I am today. While at Kansas State, a new Holiday Inn hotel opened up. I needed money, I needed to work, so I applied for a job at that hotel 3 times, and each time I was rejected. Through persistence, I asked to speak to the general manager of that hotel to find out why I was being rejected, and she refused to speak to me. If I had given up, and if I had not showed perseverance in life, and if I had not fought through that, I may not have been asked by Dean Buckwalter to stand here and address you today, and I may not be the owner of that hotel. That's right. One of the 27 companies that I own is the Four Points by Sheraton Hotel in Manhattan, Kansas, that when I was in college was the Manhattan Holiday Inn Hotel. If I can leave you with one thing that you can take away with you today, is that you always need to have a winning attitude. There's no easy button for life. Your words and your actions can change the course of your life for yourself or for somebody else. I encourage you to leave here and offer a hand up and don't look for a handout. Do not take on an entitlement mentality. My teacher's aide here at the great Kansas State University offered me that hand up and got me to survive those college years. And I took on the belief that my parents instilled in me that I could do anything or be anything that I wanted to be. I leave you with some advice as you say goodbye to the best years of your life, the years here at Kansas State University. If you want something, roll up your sleeves and work for it. You must have a passion. Measure a person by the size of their heart. There will be challenges throughout life, and you got to keep going. People are prejudiced against other people for many different reasons. Don't let that stop you. Everyone has strengths. Don't focus on people's weaknesses. Surround yourself with good influences in both your personal life and your professional life. Don't be around negative people. Be around those who you want to be like, those that believe in you. You've got a lot going for you. Obviously, you've made it this far. You can do anything or be anything you want. And do something you love. Your attitude will reflect upon your success in life. As someone once told me, and this is very important, you got to be like a GPS. If your day gets thrown off course, you need to figure out how to get to where you were going. Be your own Waze application. And find a new direction when your life throws you a curveball. Stay in tune and recognize those defining moments in life. These are the moments that can redirect you or someone else's future. And always, always remember where you came from. Be purple. Be proud. Congratulations. May God bless each of you and your families. Graduates, Kansas State University, class of 2015. It's my pleasure to introduce Amy Button-Renz, President and CEO of the Kansas State Alumni Association, who will give you greetings on behalf of the Kansas State Alumni Association.